Greetings and welcome, this is Grippy. I wanted to give some tips for the event of the DOGGOCOPTER. So let's not waste any more time and let's jump into the video. So tip number 1, always capture the mana bubble. The 4 mana boost you get from the bubble will help you put out more clones on the field than your opponents, and if you keep capturing it over and over, your mana lead will be significant and your opponents will have hard time to defend against your pushes. Ideally you would want to use doggos because they are the least costly ones, but if you don't have them, use rogue instead, or even the stomp damage of the mini bouncy bomb, but always try and capture the mana bubble. In some unique cases, the DOGGOCOPTER will shoot the bubble and you will get the bonus from it. If you want to increase your odds of winning this event, you need to always prioritize the mana bubble. Tip number 2, always try and keep the DOGGOCOPTER on your field. At least one DOGGOCOPTER should be on the field because it constantly deals damage to the opponent's clones and even deals damage to the tower from a distance. For 5 mana, it's an excellent clone to have and keeps the pressure on your opponent. Long as you have at least one DOGGOCOPTER on the field, your chances of success will increase significantly. Next step, use the rogue against the bomb drone. Use the rogue to counter the drone that's coming your way. That's the best answer for the drone in this particular event. And after that, the rogue can deal more damage to the ground clones or deal damage to the tower when it reaches it. Always try and save the rogue for the drone. Next step, cycle the bomb drone as much as possible. That's one of the most damage dealing clone in this particular event, and you want to spam as many of them as possible so that your chances of landing at least one to the enemy tower increases over time. They cannot defend all of them. And if you're keeping the mana lead with the mana bubble and doing positive trades, you can have multiple drones in the map that your opponent will have hard time to defend against. And even when the drone dies, you still get the plane bomb on the ground, which you can use later on. Next tip, use the striker boy defensively. The striker boy is a really good clone for defense, and it's also really good for pushing the plane bomb that you get from the bomb drone. Most of the battles will happen in the air because the top priority clones are DOGGOCOPTER and the bomb drone and the mana bubble. But on the ground, the striker boy is essential for cleaning out the bombs, the residual bombs or the pushes from the enemy side. Next step, use the bomb birds for chip damage. The bomb birds aren't that important in this particular event. You can use them as optional chip tools. Send them behind your DOGGOCOPTER or your bomb drone to chip at the enemy tower, or send them in front of the bomb drone to tank shots from the tower and make it hard for enemy to use the rogue to counter your bomb drone. You don't necessarily need to use them, but they are good alternate options. Lastly, the blast nade. The use of the blast nade is pretty situational and you won't be using it more often. You can use them when there are some bombs that you want to push to the enemy side, or you want to clear some bombs from the field. You don't actually need to use a blast nade. If you find an opportunity where you can make good use of it, use the blast nade. So those are my tips for the event. Let's do a quick recap. Capture the mana bubble, that's priority 1. Always keep DOGGOCOPTER up on the field. Use rogue for the drone. Cycle as many bomb drones as possible. Use striker boy for defense or pushing the plane bomb. Use bomb birds to do chip damage before or after the bomb drone. And lastly, the blast nade is occasional and very situational. Hope you find this video informational or entertaining, or at least get something of use from this. Hope it helps you win the event and get the DOGGOCOPTER early. I'll be posting my full event run later on, so stay tuned for that if you're interested in it. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time with another video. Till then, this is Grapey signing out.